Hey there guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another best class setups in Modern Warfare video. We have been taking a look through all of the balance changes recently, and we're finally at one of the more important weapons that I've seen floating around recently. The FAL, or the FAL, actually received some significant buffs in the latest patch, but it didn't actually seem so when we were reading through the patch notes. As you can see here, stopping power is now applied to headshots. Only certain weapons can go from a 2-shot to a 1-shot headshot, like the FAL and the Odin, meaning we can of course now get a 1-shot kill with the FAL, which is absolutely busted. Also, added a close range damage shelf with the 1-shot headshot potential, which is absolutely hilarious. So with stopping power attached, we can get a 1-shot kill to the head, but also at certain very close ranges, if we do manage to hit a headshot, we will get a 1-shot kill, which is very, very powerful. You might have seen the FAL classes floating around as being absolutely broken. Really, really fun to use. The faster you fire the gun, the more damage you put out. Just before we do talk about our class setup here, let's try and get this video to 28 likes. The support from you guys has continued to be absolutely fantastic recently. We are going off right now. We're very, very close to, I believe, 2,200 subscribers, which is absolutely insane considering the growth in the last couple of days. So if you haven't already done so, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on if you don't want to miss out on any of the upcoming class setups that we're working through. Alright, so let's talk about our FAL class setup here. So as we usually do, we'll start off with our sidearm perks and grenade choices here before we do jump into our attachments. There will be timestamps on the bottom, like the little loading bar will have timestamps on it. So if you are just looking for the class, you can skip through to that. But as I said, we're starting off with our secondary here and we're using the X16s. Set up in the Akimbo variety, these are a very powerful close range option that just basically lets you spray down range bullets pretty much until the end of time. Very, very powerful. Starting off with the Monolithic Suppressor, moving to the Vanguard Elite Barrel. Both of these do extend our damage range a bit. The 5mm laser to keep that hip spread nice and tight, making it very, very easy to hit those hip fire shots. The lightweight trigger as well, just basically get the maximum fire rate. And of course, as I said, the Akimbo perk bringing this all together with giving us two very powerful close range weapons. Allowing us to spray at people is very, very powerful. Moving on to our usual perk setup, at the moment we are running EOD, Ghost, and Tracker. This, as I usually do say, is a very, very powerful combination most of the time. EOD for not taking any explosive damage or reduced explosive damage. Ghost for being undetectable on those UAVs, and Tracker for allowing us to see enemy footprints. As far as our lethal goes, we usually roll a C4 in our aggressive classes, as this one is chucking it over walls and around corners is very, very powerful. And of course, the stim shot in the tactical slot is always probably one of the most powerful options in the game, and you're a bit of a coward if you use flashes and stuns, in my opinion. As for our FAL attachments, we've seen recent changes in the balance of some of these attachments that we would normally run on our FAL, such as the no stock, which just give us a little bit more recoil. It makes the weapon a little bit more difficult to control, but it's not super difficult, but it's still enough to sort of sway us away from using the no stock. As for our attachments here, we are skipping over the muzzle and moving straight to the barrel here for the XRK Marksman. This is the only option available for the FAL that does give us damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. Makes it a lot easier to hit those shots with that extra damage range, making our maximum damage range very, very powerful, including our 1-shot headshot range. Bullet velocity, very, very important to get those shots on target, and recoil control allows us to hit our shots very, very easily. The GI Mini Reflex is my sight of choice on most weapons where I'm not using the iron sights. It's a very powerful option. Nice clean sight picture with that nice horizontal width. Basically makes it very, very easy to hit those shots with a minimal sort of obstructed frame. As I said, the stock, we've changed from the no stock. Normally we would use the no stock. I've not made an FAL class before, but normally we would use the no stock. But this does increase our recoil a little bit, which is not ideal for a class like this, especially when it is hard enough to hit those shots sometimes as it is. So the FSS close quarters stock is the option that we're rocking with here. The re-grip, we want the stipple grip tape. Again, being able to get those sights up very, very quickly is super, super strong in this game. And lastly, in the underbarrel slot, we do have the Merc foregrip for that recoil control and hip fire accuracy. And it has also been recently discovered, I saw this on Reddit, that the Merc foregrip does, for whatever reason, whether this is a bug or not, I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't seem to be, because none of the other foregrips give any other movement speed. It's a bit weird. They just give us a 4% increase to our movement speed, which is, it's pretty significant. Like, being able to move around a little bit faster and still being accurate is very, very powerful. It's sort of comparable to the movement speed bonus we would get from a no stock. So we get the best of both worlds here while maintaining our accuracy and being able to get those sights up nice and quickly. So as for our FAL class here, we're going to jump into some gameplay now. Very, very fun class to use. A little bit tricky sometimes to hit those shots through like cover, and if someone's like running behind a car or whatever, it's a little bit difficult sometimes, but very, very fun class to use, especially when we do throw on the stopping power rounds, which I don't think I've mentioned yet as a requirement for this particular class. But if you do go into your field upgrades, you do want to have, I usually run dead silence anyway, and then stopping power rounds is very, very powerful. But as I said, we're going to jump into some gameplay here and we will see how we get on. Alright, so Shoot House is probably a very interesting map to join in with the FAL, but man, this thing absolutely slaps. Just being able to kill people very, very quickly. Like, the faster you fire this thing, the more likely you are to get a kill. That is an enemy there. Okay, the stun grenade did mess us out aim a little bit there, but man, it's interesting to see the type of balance changes that we do usually see for the FAL. Like, guns like these are typically not super powerful, and if they are, they're typically like broken. But just like over time, the FAL has received like lots and lots of buffs. Like, it's been receiving buffs pretty much every single patch for like the last few months or so. So eventually it was going to come a time where it was just like very, very powerful, like a super powerful option in this game, which is always exciting. You do like to see a couple of different changes now and then. But you just see, we can absolutely shred people if we do get that fast fire rate going. Get that trigger finger going, get them shots down range is super, super strong. Some people don't like single fire weapons, and I completely understand that, but on PC with mouse and keyboard, it's very, very easy to control. Hit those shots is very, very fun. Definitely makes a very powerful weapon for sure. But man, there must just be this thing, and I'm sure this is a universal truth that pretty much everyone who plays this game, as soon as you pull out your stopping power rounds, I'll just die. Like, literally without fail. I'll pull out my stopping power rounds and I will just die. It's a universal truth. Every single time I've done it today when I've been trying to record this video, testing out for these sort of attachments and stuff like that, every single time I have pulled out the stopping power rounds, I have died, which is dumb. Like, oh, I should have hit that shot there.
Hi there.
I should have. What is that spawn? What is that spawn? Absolutely disgusting. You've probably seen the video of the little girl. It's like the Scottish mum who comes into the room is like, how come nobody knows how to flush the toilet after they've had a shite? I was like, it wasn't me. Well, it was f***ing Warriors. You know the video I'm talking about. You've seen it. You've been on the internet for more than 10 minutes. This is a meme. Oh, God. This is an old school meme. You know the one. You know what I'm talking about. But man, the FAL is such an underrated gem. Alright, we'll pop out the stopping power rounds and we will die immediately. I'm 100% sure of this. It's probably because I think that I'm Superman. I throw on the... Okay, see, look, like... As soon as I throw on the stopping power rounds, I think I'm Superman or some shit, and then I just get killed, which is very, very annoying. And it doesn't let me actually show off the power of the stopping power rounds, but... I mean, a lot of the time we don't even really need it. Like, the FAL is very, very strong on its own. Very scared right now. I don't really want to be here. There was another me in there. I want to see if we can pull off this big meme. Okay. This is a bad situation to be in. Let's go. Nah, get out of here, man. You think I'm trying to leave? Oh my God. I'm very scared. I'm still very, very scared, but this is not an X16 akimbo video, so we need to actually use the FAL. Here he comes. Nice easy kill on that guy there. It's one of those weapons that if you have like the trigger thing to pull it off, it's like busted. And it didn't used to be this way, like it used to be pretty bad. So I can definitely appreciate when they do make weapons just really, really strong. But we haven't even used the stopping power rounds yet. Like, we haven't actually shown off the actual changes that did come in this patch. And we're going to try and do so here. Yep. Oh, very close to dying there. A little bit scared. I don't think we're going to be able to get too many one-shots as we're sort of a little bit panicked right now. We're getting a fair amount of kills and we're on a decent streak here, so the nerves are jangling. The nerves are jangling here. Send that back there. Hopefully this doesn't get us killed. Is there actually a man there? There is. I don't know what that guy was doing. Sometimes people just play this game in such a strange way. Like, can't help but respect it, but it's just like one of those games in which if somebody does something dumb and you're expecting them to do something smart, they get the outplay on you like every time. It's just dumb. There's definitely going to be somebody coming up here. There always is. We do still have some stopping power rounds. Is there anybody actually playing? They're gonna come from there. Come on, peek me again. Couple of tags there. This is another one of those weapons that did get hit by the no-stock nerf, but it wasn't too significant. It's one of those weapons where it could survive on its own without the no-stock, so just having that extra aim down sight speed is very, very strong. So if we come around the corner here... Oh my god, how did I not get that kill? What is that? What is that spawn? Oh my god, the spawns in this game sometimes are just goofy. Goofy. Predictable. Predictable, young man. I'm sure he's just here. Take your time and land those headshots. You can do a serious amount of work here. Okay, I don't know what I'm... You can do a serious amount of work here, but man... Universal truth. Pull out the stopping power rounds and somebody will just spawn in and just murder you every single time. We've done these guys pretty... Like, look. Oh, I've actually got the kill there. I wasn't expecting that. We're going to peek around this corner again. Very, very aggressively. Ah, not bad, not bad. These are probably the first kills I've actually managed to get with stopping power today. Okay, we pushed our luck too far there. This game is about to end, but we did actually do a fairly good job here fairly quickly. So showing off this particular class has been a lot of fun. So definitely go use the FAL and we'll have our final thoughts in just a second because this class absolutely shreds people. It's so great. So what do we think of our FAL class here today? Well, man, this thing has absolute potential to be one of the best weapons in the game. Like, it might even creep its way into our top 10 list if we do make another one very, very soon. The FAL is one of those weapons that's always underrated because it's a little bit hard to use, a little bit hard to hit those shots sometimes, especially I would imagine on controller. I've never played with controller before because my thumbs just don't work with the sticks, man. They just... doesn't work. I'm a mouse guy, like mouse keyboard guy all the way. So the FAL is a very, very powerful option at medium range. You can do some serious work. Like, the attachments that we've chosen do make us quite mobile while still being very, very effective at range in the barrel and the mini reflex. Whereas the FSS close quarter stock, the stipple grip tape, and apparently the Merc foregrip, which is now a movement speed attachment, are very, very strong. Like, getting those sights up nice and quickly is very, very powerful. It's a little shame to lose the no stock with the recoil control nerf that it did receive, but this is all apparently balanced out by the Merc foregrip being one of the best attachments in the game. If you haven't heard me say it already for the 1000th time in this video, the Merc foregrip does give us a 4% increase to our movement speed, which is wild. I don't understand why it does that, but it's pretty cool that it does anyway, and does combine very well with the FSS close quarter stock. So we might take a look at using this combination on our other weapons that we've chosen, like another couple of class setups that we've got going on here. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out this FAL class, because this one-shot FAL class setup absolutely stomps. It's hilarious how powerful this is. I love it so much. If you did enjoy this one, make sure you do leave a like. As I said, we're looking for like 27 or 28 likes on this one. I can't remember what I said. And make sure, if you haven't already, to hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any more of these videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!